Well, the government has issued a warning that the release of the new Joker film could lead to more mass shootings. The FBI is flagging online posts from a group of shunned men, some who turned violent, referred to as incels. And the Army is concerned that these extremists who idolize the Joker will act out violently at film screenings. So now they're encouraging people to identify theater exits and run, hide, and fight if a shooting occurs. So DBL Nation, should this warning stop the release of the film? We want to hear from you. Erica, take it away.
Dana from Facebook says this movie should be canceled because of the real threat of copycats. Dana, unfortunately, we'd have to cancel everything because of the real threat of copycats. I think that this is a really great time to start talking about calling a spade so that we aren't nuancing things that need to be said exactly as they are. What I mean by that is when you see something, you have to say something. And if we start to qualify every single thing that we see with a lot of this person isn't like this because of this, or this person looks like my son, so they're that, then we're really ignoring the real issue, which is we have a problem, and if we actively keep calling out the problem, then maybe we'll know how to correct the problem.
Joe from Facebook says, this is a fictional movie, enough with cancel culture. Joe, I agree with you, but unfortunately, mass shootings are a real thing. And I think people are more diligent nowadays. I think they're going to be more diligent walking into the theater, seeing if someone looks suspicious. I think they're going to be quicker to act if something did happen. So I think part of the surprise, I don't want to get into like a mass shooter's mind, but I think part of it is the element of surprise. Just be diligent when you go to the movie theater is all I'm saying. I'm not saying be a hero, but be diligent. If you see something, say something, like we always say it.
And John from Facebook says, it's scary to me because people really idolize the Joker character. I'm not sure if I'd be comfortable going to a theater to see this movie. And I understand, John, because I've been scared of the movie theaters recently, thinking like, this person's walking up and down the aisle, what are they about to do? And really, they weren't doing anything. And it's unfortunately the time that we live in. But I do think that we cannot allow extremists to end our pastimes. So we have to just keep moving forward.
Yep. Renee from Facebook says they should just release it on Netflix and Hulu. Again, without regurgitating my co-host, then you allow that terrorist to win, because you shouldn't let that impact the way that you live. However, I do think that we got to be super hyper vigilant. Like, that is mandatory nowadays. It's sad that in 2019 that this is the state that we live in, but unfortunately, it is normal now. It is. Eric, you want to get that last comment in?
Well, Tony from Facebook says the movie can have real world implications and views, but it's a fictional character in a fictional world that's been around for 80 years. Tony, I mean, I guess you have a point.
But this Joker is different. This Joker does resemble these incels, so to speak.
Mm-hmm. Just be careful.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
And
what else can you say?
Yeah, you can't let the terrorists win. Half the terrorist threats are just the threat of being a terrorist. They try to cause chaos before it even happens. You know what I mean? So don't let the terrorists win. Go see your movie and be vigilant. Be diligent.
Well said.
The word.
I know which
vigilant
or diligent?
Both.
Well, be both. That's it. This is vigilant. This is diligence.
Boom.